What is up, Titan Nation? We are live tonight. Got Titan Rusty in the house. It's going to be a great show. We got Titans Time podcast in the house. We're going to talk about this Titans New England game. It's going to be something. It's going to be something to see. Got a lot of injuries. Got a lot of stuff going on. But, hey, you know what? We're Tennessee tough. We're going to do the best we can. We had Vrabel. We do have Vrabel. We do have the next man up mentality. And I'm excited. I'm excited about the game. I'm excited. I just got a good feeling about it. And we're going to break it down with Tyler from TTP. I know it's crazy. Call me crazy. You know, people have been calling me crazy all day because I released a thing earlier, a tweet out. And hey, you know what? I was right. And we're going to talk about that too. So anyways, let's get rolling with the intro. I already see some of you in the house tonight. So I appreciate y'all showing up and showing out for me. This channel's almost to 800 subs since training camp. Since we started, you guys have been killing it. Let's go. So here we go. What is up, my friend?
Not much, man. How you doing? Been a while since I've been on here.
I know, man. I was thinking about you the other day, and I was like, man, I need to get Tyler on here. Super excited for this show. Look, man, I know, it's been a dreary week. It's been rough. It's been bad news after bad news. We get schlopped by that's the only word I can think of. Just schlopped. Whatever that means, we get schlopped by the crap 1-8 Houston Texans, the bottom feeders. We lose AJ. He's on IR. That came out today. It's been tough, man. Let's go ahead and put Ken Moore's thing on the screen, and you can comment on it. And I'm calling this Frustration Station. What do you think about this?
It's rough, is what it is. Like, you get to going down through there off season after we trade for Julio. We're sitting there thinking, okay, we have this three-headed monster of Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, and AJ Brown. Like, teams, pick your poison. Who's going to stop these three guys? And we found out who's going to stop them. It's the injury bug, because all of them are sitting on IR right now. And like you were talking about, the next man up mentality. And we are taking that to the extreme this year. We're breaking the record for most active players through a season, and there's still several games left. Like, we're fixing to destroy this.
Yeah, it's wild, man. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if I've ever seen any. And there were a lot of injuries last year because, they didn't have training camp.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, they had training camp, but it was a lot of walkthroughs and then no preseason. It's just crazy. I do want to get to some of the people who've already commented. We've had a lot of comments already, and I really appreciate y'all tuning into the show. Like I said, we're close to 800 subscribers. It's been flying. Titans Time podcast. Y'all go check his show out, his podcast. And you can find him all over. You can find him on YouTube. You can find him on all your favorite podcast listening apps. I listen to him on Stitcher. That's the app I listen to him on. So yeah, y'all check him out too. So let's get to some of these comments here. Let me go back. Bryce Pratt says, I'm ready. And Bryce is an avid follower of this channel, and I do appreciate it. Clowney Super Bowl. It's Deontay Foreman time. I hope you're right. I really do. Jeremy Bull says, Titans are the type of team to get beat. Good ones after losing to lowly ones, but not this time. In my opinion, the Titans are way too injured. And we're going to break that down for sure. One thing is not being mentioned is New England as a rookie QB, rookie running back, and mediocre wide receivers. Yeah, and that's something I did want to touch on too. That is true. Shadow Monkey, thanks for showing up. We need Tanny Wills to deliver. Haven't seen him scramble much lately. That is true. And Al Pierce, our boy, Oilers Struck. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Clay Gamble, that's my dude on Twitter. Thank you so much. Ryan Harris is awesome. We got to get Ryan on the show again soon. Wrath of the Titans. What's up, brother? Tighten up. And Carrie with Carrie, your wife.
Yep.
And while I got her on the screen, I do have something. I said I got something for you. And we're both kind of celebrating some stuff. So I do want to post this on the screen. Let me take the comment off here. But congratulations. They just brought a little baby girl into the world. So congratulations to you and your wife. Welcome to the world, Charlotte. So there you go.
Thank you. And yeah, she already she can tell, which of course since she's been welcome into the world, I've actually still got to go to the games, and my wife's been home. I'm telling, she's a rock star, taking care of her when I'm going to the game. And I get up at night and help a little bit, but she's killing it. And Charlotte can tell when her mama's getting worked up about the Titans and how they're playing, because when they're playing bad, she knows it.
That's awesome, man. And somebody said to me too, and I'll post this. We'll go ahead and just get this on here too. So that is my wife, Titans Lady Rossi. And she's not really a big American football fan. She's actually Brazilian, and she's actually at her friend's right now watching a Brazilian soccer game. And I actually saw her cry when they lost the World Cup, and I said, now you know how big, like why I'm a fan that I am, because like she's just as much into the Brazilian soccer as I am to Titans football. So we've been together 4 years, not married, but we've been together 4 years. We've been married like 2.5. So shout out to my wife, man. She's my rock, and she's always been there for me. And she lets me do this whenever I want, and is totally somewhat cool with it. It's an unhealthy addiction. I'm a freaking diehard fan, like you are. So, just part of it,
Well, congrats to y'all. And man, I'm telling you, I get it. I have guys at my work, mainly one of them. We've posted pictures of Charlotte in her Titans stuff and everything, and he's told me, he's like, you ought to be ashamed dressing her in that Tennessee stuff. And I've told him, I said, look, man, I said, if you can grow up being a Tennessee fan, whether it be Tennessee Titans fans or Tennessee Vols fans, you are going to have no trouble committing to someone in a relationship or being there for someone through the hard times and all that, because these teams are going to put you through it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Like they put us through the ringer. Shadow Monkey says, new here, will you be doing a watch party tomorrow? I won't, but I think Titan Upload's going to be doing a watch party, and this channel is a part of the Titan Upload network. You could see the let's see, in that corner, can't see it in the other corner, the little Titan Upload network logo. So we're kind of a team, and we kind of tag team. If he doesn't do a preview, I'm doing a preview, vice versa, blah, blah, blah. So, check his channel out. I think he is doing one. If he's not doing one, I know Titan Anderson will be doing one. And Titans and Truth has been doing them lately. Two Tone Zone has been doing some. And yeah, like A-Name says, Anderson and Upload will likely do one. So, yeah, somebody will be doing one, and you guys can follow along with them. So I guess what I want to get into first is the headlines. And I did post something earlier. I do have a source, and I get thrown a bone every now and then. Somebody will toss me something every now and then. They're like, hey, man, run with it. It's 100%. And I released this yesterday. You could see the date there, 6:31 p.m., November 26, 2021. So it was yesterday. But anyways, we are starting 4 wide receivers. Now, those 4 wide receivers are, drum roll, I don't think they need a drum roll. Maybe one does, but Nick Westbrook-Akina, Des Fitzpatrick, Cody Hollister, who we just called up, and who else am I missing there?
Chester Rogers.
So Golden Tate will not be called up. That's pretty big news. He's not going to be called up this week. I thought him being a veteran that he would get called up. What do you think about that, man? And as they say on A to Z Sports, big deal, no deal, small deal. Like, what do you think about that? And let me know in the chat, guys. Is this a big deal? Is this a prelude of, is he washed? Is he, what do you think?
Right now, I'm going to go with no deal on it.
Okay.
I'm not going to make a big deal of it, not going to make a small deal of it because, and we were actually talking about this before going live. Most of the time when a team brings someone in, you're not bringing them in on a week that includes a holiday because on that holiday, team's probably not going to be practicing, so it cuts that week even shorter. So even though he's a veteran guy, he still has to come in and learn this playbook. He still, while he may be physically in good shape, he may not be in football shape. So you have to make sure that he gets back in that football shape. Because with how the injuries have been striking us this year, the last thing you want to do is bring this guy in and start him the week you bring him in, put him out there, and he gets hurt. and then what are you going to do? Like I said, I'm going no deal just because practice for him was a little bit weird this week. Not enough time to learn the playbook. We'll see how things go next week. Maybe get some more footage of him, see how he's doing. And hopefully he won't be washed. Maybe he just has a little bit of rust right now and can get that knocked off.
Yeah, and I agree. Like I don't think he's washed. I think like you said, it's just got to get the rust off, learn the playbook. I thought they would call him up just kind of in a need to play basis because it's like, I mean, obviously the guy knows how to run some out routes and some simple routes. It's like, I just don't understand why you're only calling 4 wide receivers up. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me with the injuries that we've had. Like, I mean, you lose 1 wide receiver. What are you doing? I mean, you can't run any 4 sets unless you plan on putting like Swaim. I guess you could put Swaim and Ferkser. You could put Dontrell Hillard in that spot. Maybe they're going to rely on Hillard in some spots like that. Shadow Monkey, Cody Hollister, he's been with us before. He's 6'4", 216. Hollister's okay. He's not that fast. He is a big guy. I don't know. It's why not at least call up one more person like Mason Kinsey? And I know, okay, I am a Mason Kinsey fanboy. I got a freaking signed autograph of him right here that was mailed to me. So it shows you, yes, I am. But why not call up a guy like that who knows the playbook? You know what I mean? Why not?
I with the way injuries have been happening to this team, like you said, why go into this game with only 4 receivers? Because all it takes is that one play for a guy to go down, and then you're down to 3 guys, and it just. I like Al's comment there, talking about the personnel. We're gonna run, tight ends being huge for us. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this game, Vrabel's not – they're going to reduce the playbook, I feel like. I don't think we're going to see just the Titans really open up the full playbook and go with things. Because we seen last week, Des Fitzpatrick already had some trouble knowing his assignment or what route he was supposed to run, everything else, and that led to a couple of Tannehill interceptions. Now you're calling up Cody Hollister, who it'll be his first game this year. Like I just don't see them putting too much on these guys' shoulders right now. But I'm like you. I think they should have called Kinsey up, at least get 5 or 6 wide receivers active for the game.
Yeah.
And that veteran presence comment there, that was another thing I wanted to go back to Golden Tate about. Like you said, he can run out routes. Like he knows routes. He's a veteran guy. And even if they would have activated him for this game, these veteran players, they know ways to get open. Whether it be maybe that subtle little push off that doesn't get called and it helps the quarterback out. Like, it's just that I've been in the league for so long. I know little tricks to help the quarterback out and give them a little bit more space to fit the ball into me.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree there. Miss Titans time. She says, I'm kind of pissed they haven't called Kinsey up too. And look, I keep this in the bank here. I keep this in my little thing. I was at this game, and every time I play this video, we seem to do well. So I want to play this video because I believe this is what Mason Kinsey can do. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Wow!
Let's just play it one more time. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Wow!
Look, like I said, I know I'm as A to Z calls me a Mason Kinsey fanboy, but the guy can get separation. Why not? Why call 4 wide receivers? Now, the theory is that here's what I've heard, per a source, per one of my 2 sources. I have 2 sources, all right? Like I said, they throw me a bone every now and then. Is that if you call Mason up, because he's already been called up once. Now, the new rules this year is if you call a player up twice, they have to remain on your final 53. So if you call Kinsey up now, he has to remain on your final 53 on the year. The rumor, or from what I've heard, is they love Mason. He's got scout player this year 3 times. That's not something they put out in the press, but he's won Scout Player of the Week 3 times this year. He won it 2 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago, he won it. What I've heard is they want to give this kid a real shot this coming off season, and possibly give him a contract. Now, we'll see if it happens. I've heard they don't want to get him hurt, and they don't want to call him up because they'll have to keep him up, and they're worried about all the other injuries and people coming back and them needing the room. Now, if that's true or not remains to be seen. I just feel like a guy like that could really help you. He's gets separation. He's got a knack for getting open. Now, granted, that Tampa Bay game was against backup players, but nonetheless, I mean, getting open is getting open in my book. So we'll see what happens. Let's get to some of these Tennessee Titans. And there's almost 30 people in the house. So like and subscribe if you haven't yet. It means a lot to me. And I'm sure it'll mean a lot to Tyler if you pop over to his channel and like and subscribe to his channel too. Like, they do some great work, him and his brother. So, check them out too. Titans Time Podcast and at Titans Time or at Titans_Titans Time on Twitter. So there you go. I already had it prepared there. So anyways, let's get to some of these comments here. Where was I at? I got backtracked here. I'm so far behind. I like this one. I had to put this one on. I did predict on Twitter that we're going to win 24-24 with the Randy Bullock doink. So that's my outrageous prediction. We're going to win. Would you be happy with that? Winning the game on a doink?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'd be happy with that. My heart, up until knowing whether or not it went in or not, would not be happy with it. But after knowing the result, yes, I would be. I'd be happy with it. Just thinking about this game more and more. Like, yes, our offense is banged up. Yes, we have injuries on defense. But the more I think about it, we still have the majority of our starting defense healthy and out there.
Yeah.
And that can be the biggest difference maker. You go back and look at the Rams game. I think the Titans had less than 200 yards of total offense, and they won that game. Like, I see everyone, because of the injuries and everything, giving up on the Titans for this game. Oh, there's no way they're going to win. Patriots are red hot. But that's usually when this team thrives, is their backs are against the wall. They're massive underdogs. No one thinks they have a shot. And then they come out and they punch the team in the mouth and they get the win. And our defense could easily step up and slow this Patriots offense down, and our offense may not have to do much.
Yeah. And Ryan says, do you really want MK to take a roster spot away from another player that will probably play more in the majority of the roster? Yeah, and like I was saying, it's that's one reason. Like I said, I mean, they might need that spot. And I don't know, Ryan. It's a good question, because I do like Kinsey, and I do think he can make a difference. And that's where I stand with it. I think he's a player that can make a difference and help this team win. That's what I believe. Now a lot of people don't believe that, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have anything against that. Like, it's just my opinion. I think you could afford to use a roster spot on him, just because I think that, I mean, you're only going with 4. You've been dressing 6 most of the season, so I think you could afford to use a roster spot on him. It's hard to say. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one, because, like you said, with the rules on it, if they call him up again, he has to stay on the 53. You have, of course, AJ and Julio, who should be back before the end of the season. So you would see them coming back. But this is the first time they've called up Hollister this year, so he can go back down to the practice squad. And that still keeps a spot open for when they're dressing 6, I believe, unless I've gotten my math off there. And it's tough, because if they did call him back up and needed to open that roster spot back up, if they were to, for some reason, have to cut him, does that mean they wouldn't be able to sign him back to their practice squad?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. I'm
because
not sure.
That could be the biggest thing there. Like you said, if they like him that much, or looking to see how he progresses this next offseason and hopefully sign him to a contract, it could be one of those things where if they bring him up to the 53 and then cut him, or if they ended up having to cut him, someone else could swoop in and get him, and him not be back on the Titans practice squad anymore.
Yeah, and I don't know the rules on that, and that is a very good point. I do want to. You see on the bottom of the screen there. That's Titans for Life. Now he's in the chat here. James, the big sportsman. He's got a YouTube channel out now. I'm going to post it in the comments, a link to it. There it is. It's in the comments there. So, or in the chat there. So I don't know if you can click on it in the chat or not, but later on or whatever, go give him a follow. Titans for Life on YouTube. He's awesome, man. Like, this guy has incredible knowledge of the game. He was a coach, a football coach. He's going to give you guys a lot of breaking news as well and stuff. Like, he's really good. And he put out his first video the other day. So definitely follow the big sportsman. Titans for Life is his YouTube channel. It's in, like I said, it's in the comments there. So definitely give him a follow.
And I actually just went and subscribed to him as well. So
awesome. Let's get this guy. He's at 8 subscribers. So let's put a little push tonight, guys. Let's get him 20 subscribers, 12 more subscribers. There's 35 people in here. So check him out. Like I said, Titans for Life. Let's get him up to 20 tonight. That'd be something really cool. So follow him, Titans for Life on YouTube. Like I said, click on it in the chat. And I'm all about, supporting my dude. So Wrath of the Titans just subbed, and sub to Titans Time Podcast as well, So somebody asked about the injuries for New England earlier. I do have that graphic. I want to post that up. And New England's got a few injury concerns as well. So let's bring that up here if I can find it. Where is it? There we go. Let me take this banner off here. Boom. All right. So if you guys can see that, I don't know how well you can see it, TTP, but so anyways, on New England, Trent Brown, that's one of their big, that's their best offensive lineman. He's been limited. He's questionable. So he is banged up. Now, we also got Christian Barrymore that's banged up. He's one of their biggest defensive linemen. Who else is there? Damian Harris, their running back. He's been their leading running back. Him and Stevenson, they're both banged up. Him and Stevenson are both banged up. And obviously Jonnu Smith, which they haven't used him a whole lot this year other than kind of blocking and stuff like that. He's banged up. Dante Howard's banged up. Hightower's banged up. So, they got some injuries going on. And that could play a part in this game too. It's not just us, So now all their guys are questionable and they have been practicing, but they are banged up as well. There. So, what? Let's go ahead and do this. Like, what are kind of your keys to the Titans winning this game? And do they have a chance? In your honest, is non-biased opinion, what do you think? Do they have a chance to pull this game out? And kind of what are your keys to if we do have a chance?
So first, I'm going to say the keys to the game is, and I kind of noticed this from watching the Patriots play the Falcons. Mac Jones is thriving in this Patriots system, and he's a rookie quarterback, and Belichick and his coaching staff are making it easy for him. Let him get the ball out quick to this underneath stuff. That way he's not holding on to it very long, not getting that much pressure in his face, not getting hit a lot, and not forcing him to take shots down the field. And there were a couple times when I know one time for sure when he tried to take a shot down the field against Atlanta, that Atlanta picked it off. So my key to the game is going to be getting to Mac Jones and getting him off of his spot, because while yes, he can, he's not a mobile quarterback that's going to constantly hurt you with his legs. He likes being back there in the pocket. So get him off his spot, make him move around, and just get pressure on him. If take away that underneath stuff, make him hold on to the ball. And non-biased opinion, I honestly believe that if the Titans pass rush can get after Mac Jones, don't have to get sacks, just get pressure on him, make him uncomfortable. I think that's the biggest thing that gives the Titans a chance. And unbiased opinion, I think they do. Because like I said, it seems like every time this team is counted out, backs against the wall, somehow, some way, Vrabel finds a way to rally this team and they make it a game.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a miracle that we're 8-3 at this point. I mean, considering all the injuries, and we beat. I mean, the Saints aren't. Their defense is really good, and the Rams' defense was really good at the time. I mean, they've kind of imploded a little bit, but I mean, we beat a really good team and then an okay team without Henry. Mm-hmm. I think it just kind of all came to a head in this Houston game. I mean, you've played at a high level. I mean, this was a letdown game, I think. I don't think it's like gloom and doom for us. Like, I don't know. Look, I don't know if we're going to beat the Patriots or not. I'm a homer. You know what I mean? I'm a Titans fan, through and through. I believe blue, and I'm more than likely going to pick them even when I feel like they're going to lose. Like I said, I'm saying 24-21 on a Randy Bullitt doink. Yeah. So I don't know if the doink's going to happen or not. I think it's going to come down to a field goal, and I think Bullitt's going to pull through. Now, he missed an extra point last game. I think it was just we suck in bad weather. We just suck in snow and rain. It's just when it started raining, I was like, oh man, like this could be bad,
and it's funny going back to that game. I had actually had an extra ticket and was asking you if you had to work or not. Was going to get you to come up, watch the game with me. But man, I'm going to tell you, from being there and watching that game in person and getting absolutely soaked in the rain, be glad you did not come to that game because, it's like I told my wife when I got home, the rain would not have bothered me if the Titans offense would have just shown up and played. Even if the Titans didn't win, if they would have just played better offensively, I'd have been okay with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, and I think it's something about that end of the field with missing extra points now. Because there's been several misses at that end of the field now.
And two, like, I mean, 5 turnovers is going to get you beat. The fact that we were even still in that game with 5 turnovers shows how better our defense is. And we're 14th in the league in defense now. I mean, that's better than half, so they are showing up and showing out, and the defense played great. Yes, they allowed Tyrod Taylor to run those couple of touchdowns, but like overall, they gave us opportunity after opportunity to win that game. Mm-hmm. And look, the Patriots offense, they've gotten more efficient, but they're not like explosive world beaters, like they get the ball out quick, and the key is to get pressure. You might not sack Jones a lot just because of the style they play, but getting their hands in his face, getting them off rhythm. He's a rookie quarterback, it can be done. It can be done, and this game is going to boil down to the defense and in the trenches. Mm-hmm. Ryan Harris says, oh, go ahead.
Even if you can't get to him, like you said, getting your hands up, because our defensive linemen, if they get their hand up and tip that ball at the line of scrimmage, that can be a game changer.
Yeah. Yep, you're right, man. Ryan Harris says the Titans will have to stop the run, force Mac Jones to convert 3rd and long. Exactly. Getting him in 3rd and long is huge. You know, the offense has got to show up. You know, Dontrell Hilliard's going to be key in this game. Jeff Swaim is going to be key in this game. Ferkser needs to step up. NWY, Chester Rogers needs to catch a ball every now and then. You know, don't make dumb decisions. I think the defense can keep you in this game. I really believe that the defense can keep you in this game. You know, it's all these people saying we're going to get blown out and all this stuff. I mean, get on out of there with all that, man. It's not going to happen. I just don't see us getting blown out by the Patriots. I don't see it happening. Now, it's easy to get behind. I just don't see us getting blown out because of the way our defense has been playing.
Right, and that's what I was going to say. I mean, is it possible? Yes, because we've seen. Hopefully, we don't have another 5 turnovers this game. But if it would have been any other team that we played in like the last 7 weeks besides the Texans, and we had 5 turnovers like that, yes, the score probably gets out of hand very quick. But like you said, with the way our defense has been playing, I think that's what keeps us in the game. And you mentioned being a homer, even if you think that the Titans might get beat, you're rolling with them, picking them. That's something that Tanner gives me a hard time about on the show, because when the Titans schedule comes out before the season, I'll go through, we'll pick the games, tell what we think the record's going to be. And then once we get in the season, you're not going to hear me picking a Titans loss. I mean, something is wrong with me if I'm picking a Titans loss in the season, because I believe in this team, and I believe in Vrabel and that he gets them ready to go for every game.
Yeah. And Joe Jetanetta, I guess that's what that says Patriots got the 2nd most explosive plays, 49 low. I guess they do. I mean, I don't really know their stats that well. If they do, then wow. I mean, that's impressive, with Mac Jones. So I don't know what you're saying about being in the GM not impressive. I don't know what you mean by that. So if you can clear me up on that.
I think what they're saying is it's the Texans and being in the game.
Oh, okay.
Not impressive. I think I could be wrong on that. But the Patriots defense, they're not bad. So I think it's going to be a defensive battle this game.
Yeah, they're really good. I mean, they're first in, I think, let me pull up the stats here. They might be first in the league in interceptions for what I
believe they are.
And if my friend Bob Gerard is watching right now, get in the car, Bob. He's from Boston. He's a diehard Patriots fan. He actually he calls himself a masshole, like Massachusetts masshole, because like they are so confident and cocky, like it's ridiculous. Like they're thinking they're world champions again, that Mac Jones is Tom Brady reincarnate, and they're going to win, 10 Super Bowls in the next 15 years. Like, I've been getting text messages all day from Bob. Like, I mean, just nonstop. Let me see. I'll show you here. He has been on me all day. He was actually supposed to come on. Here's all the stuff he's been sending me all day long. Stats and blah, blah, blah. Like, just all day long hitting me about the Patriots. So we'll see, man. We beat them the last 2 games. We ended Brady's career in New England, on a pick 6. So I do like to bring that up from time to time. You can't count the Titans out, man. I mean, that's just the way it's been all season, and that's what gives. He asked me today, what gives you so much hope? And I'm like, Mike Vrabel. He's a Belichick understudy. I mean, he's next man up mentality that comes from the Patriots, like that's what Vrabel teaches. And Vrabel's kind of got that Patriot way mentality, and that's why we're successful.
I will say, which it's funny you pull that comment up. Yeah,
I had to.
She was a diehard Patriot fan, but it didn't take her long to convert over to the Titans, and now she understands the passion for this football team that I have. I can say that because with the Patriots for so long, I mean, that it seemed they were always winning. Like, not maybe not winning the Super Bowl, but they had winning seasons. They were in the playoffs. And I told her, I said, once you become a Titans fan, you'll see, what it's like to stick with the team through thick and thin. But I wanted to mention to you, I didn't know if you had seen one of Vrabel's pressers from this week, but they were talking to him, and my wife was actually the one that sent it to me and said that he sounded kind of defeated, like the way, just the tone of his voice and everything.
Really?
And I went and I watched it, and after I got to thinking about it, I don't know that he sounds defeated. I think the dude is just tired. Like, as this next man up mentality and as many new faces as they have, he needs this bye week just as much as all the players do. Like, he's needing that mental rest because it's not easy bringing in new guys every week and trying to get that team ready to play at that same level.
Yeah, of course not. It's tough, man. It's got to be tough. And shout out to Houston 777. And like I said, I gave you all the props this week. I'm not happy for you. I guess I am kind of happy for you just because you're such a big follower of this channel. So shout out to you, brother. He is saying, "Ooh, yes, sir, Patriots 30-10 first half, then boom, time." I hope you're right, but I hope you're wrong. I hope we don't go down 30-10 in the first half because it's going to be tough. Let's pull these stats up here, man. I meant to earlier. Crap, where is it at? The team comparison. So get this banner out of the way. But as you could see there, so you can see where the arrows are pointed to. It's basically just like kind of highlighting points scored. And this is surprising, but the Patriots 27.36 in the league. Their first points against, they've only allowed 16.1 points per game. That's impressive. Time of possession, we're still second, but obviously that's kind of an inflated number because of when we had Henry. The Patriots are first in interceptions, 18th. So I hope Ryan Tannehill is watching his tape. Now, No Flags Film released a video, and it was awesome. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It breaks down every single Ryan Tannehill interception this year. And from what No Flags Film guesstimated, and I do have a lot of faith in what No Flags Film knows and does. There was like 6 interceptions that Ryan actually accounted for that was his fault. So if you kind of look at that, he would have had like 13 TDs and 6 interceptions that year. If you take away the receivers running wrong routes, dropping passes and going up in the air and other players catching it and blah, blah, blah. So I just think it's Tannehill has no weapons right now. And what do you expect him to do? Unfortunately, Tannehill is not Tom Brady. He's not Peyton Manning. He's Tannehill. He's still good, but he needs some help. Passing yards against per game, they're 6th in the league. Now, like I said, the Titans have stepped it up, and they've improved every week. This number has improved every week, and they're 14th in the league in defense. New England Patriots are 3rd. So let's kind of look at the last 5 games that that we've played or that we've had. Let me see. Do I have it in here? Let me add it here. These are the last 5 games that both teams have played. The Titans have definitely had a tougher schedule, and you can see what we've done to the Chiefs, to the Colts. I mean, the Colts was a close game. The Rams, we slaughtered. That game was over from the beginning. The New Orleans Saints, we beat, who had a very good defense, into the Texans. Now you got on the other side, the Patriots have won 5 in a row. They beat the Jets, who suck. They beat the Chargers. The Chargers kind of hit and miss this year, but they still beat Justin Herbert. They beat Carolina, who sucks. Cleveland has kind of been not too great this year in Atlanta. So, I mean, they're doing this against kind of middle of the road teams. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't know if they've really played a defensive line like ours this season, at least not in the last 5 games. So, and I know they ain't played a team that hits as hard as we do yet. So there you go. We'll get to some of these comments, Tyler. And Titan World said Titans win 28-3. Titans going to show up tomorrow. The run game will get going and the defense will get after. Big Sportsman says Vrabel's the only coach I've ever seen get under Belichick's skin. And yeah, I mean, do you think last game Vrabel kind of outcoached Belichick? You remember that with the whole thing he did with the timing and all that? What do you think about the game plan, man? Do you think they're going to come out with a good game plan, at least better than against the Texans?
I think so. Like I said, I think we may not see the playbook as opened up this week. Like I said earlier, the Titans may condense it down some just because they do only have 4 receivers called up. But it's a battle of the minds from the head coaches. I mean, really, like Big Sportsman mentioned, Vrabel gets under Belichick's skin. Going back to that playoff game, the intentional false starts and then switching it up with the delay of games because you can only take so many of the same penalty in a row to keep that clock running. I mean, he got in Belichick's head there, and it made all the difference. And I think he finds a way to do that again this week and just throw Belichick off of his game.
Yeah, I could see that happening too. They do have a long history. This game should have got flexed to a night game. It's so many storylines. Of course, they're going with the Ravens and the Browns. Nobody cares about that storyline anymore. That storyline is well washed. Okay, yeah, Art Modell, then moving to Baltimore and blah, blah, blah. Like, come on. Like, nobody cares anymore. Like, this would have been a great storyline. Vrabel, Belichick, all that stuff, us beating them the way we did. They could have showed highlights, stuff like that. It's just, I don't know.
It makes me wonder if the Titans didn't have the injuries, if we could have seen that game get flexed to, being a primetime game. But maybe with all the injuries, the NFL is just like, yeah, it's Brady or it's Belichick versus Vrabel, but because the national media is probably predicting the Patriots to blow us out with all the injuries we have. So they're like, we're not going to put that on TV. We already had the Patriots blowing the Falcons out on because it wasn't that Thursday night football the week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So they're we've already had the Patriots blow a team out. We don't need to see that again. But like I said, maybe if the Titans hadn't been so injured, we would have seen it flexed.
Yeah, and probably so. Titan 2K says, I'm hearing Henry could be back on the field by week 17. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. And like I said, I released that video a couple weeks ago of like my source saying that Henry was going to be back before the playoffs. And Diana Rossini, I guess she went and watched my video or something, just copied me. I don't know. Why don't we just play it? Why not? So this was the little clip. This went kind of viral, 15,000 views. And a lot of you new people are in here because of this video, but let's just check it out for the heck of it. Sorry I got here late. What's the news on Henry? So yeah, the news is again, and I have a very close source to the medical staff. He's a friend of mine that has a close source to the medical staff. And this is somebody who is basically working directly with Derrick Henry. And he basically said that Derrick Henry is healing just fine. And the doctors are saying that he is going to be back before the season.
Connected to the organization, trying to get a sense. What's up with Derrick Henry? Is he coming back? There is optimism that he will be back early January, right? So just think about
early January,
that is
a possibility.
Perfect timing for this team for the playoffs to begin. So do not count the Tennessee Titans out if you're not impressed with
that. Is sneaky big news. Early January, him coming back could make all the difference.
There's a feeling if all goes well, and they don't like to do timelines there in Nashville, but
got that vibranium.
You know, Derrick Henry's going to do what he needs to do to get back out there.
There you have it, right there. That's what you get when you tune in and subscribe to the Titan Upload Network and the Titans Rossi channel. So I do appreciate all the love from that video. A lot more. There was a lot of haters, but when Diana Rossini released that video, because the first video I released had like 3,000 views, and when she released that video, it just confirmed it. So thank you, Diana.
Rossi, if you keep up breaking news like this, you're going to end up with that check mark on Twitter before long.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And like I said, I get a bone thrown to me every now and then, and it's cool, man. And you know what? Honestly, like the only reason that this has happened is because of this channel, because of all the connections I've made with people, and I'm sure you can attest to it. Like, it's really cool. Like, I've become friends with you, man. Like you're a friend to me, not just, not just because of, we get together on YouTube, but we're friends in real life. And it's like, I'm friends with Titan Anderson and Titan Upload. And a lot of the people in the chat I talk to on Twitter, and Life of Devontae, and a lot of people in here that I talk to on Twitter and stuff, like direct messaging and things like that. So, it's pretty cool, like how this channel has enabled me to kind of connect with a lot of people that I never would connect with. Sin City Titan, and I got to give him a shout out because he's the newest member of the Titan Upload Network, and we'll be doing a morning show every week, and he'll be giving his betting picks and stuff. So it's cool, right? I mean, it's a cool thing.
It is, like you said, just beyond the YouTube stuff and everything else, like you said, the friendship that we have now. We talk a lot about the Titans, but we check in on each other, make sure everything's going good in our personal lives, and like you said, just everyone else, even on Twitter, having people direct messages, interacting with everyone, building these friendships with them. Like it's just awesome doing that. I know your channel, it's went crazy since you started it up. Tanner and I started ours up last year, and this year you've come on, and I know you've already surpassed us. Just the content putting out and the relationships that are built, friendships, Like it's just so much more than just getting on here and doing YouTube videos.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it really is, man. It's and it's a lot of work too. You put in a lot of work, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So we'll get to some of your comments here, and thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't. I just checked. We're at 783. We're almost at 800. When we get to 1K, this channel can be monetized. It can make a little money. I can put it back into the channel. I can, do memberships if I want to. I can, do some more things. So help me get to 1K, guys, and please like and subscribe. You Titan Nation has just been absolutely smashing it for me. So I appreciate that. And check out Titans Time Podcast. That's what the TTP stands for.
Tongue twister there.
Yeah. So check out him. They put out great content. They really do. They got an awesome collection of bobbleheads. And that's actually what I told my wife. I want a bobblehead for Christmas. So hopefully she can find one. Shout out to Jay Tyrus. I see you in here. Shout out to Coda, Titans 2K. What's up, D? What's up, D, man? He's always posting stuff on Twitter and giving us a lot of love. So shout out to Devontae. You guys really rock. Y'all keep the channel rolling. Some of new people, new faces I've seen in here. Definitely rooting. Who is Tampa playing? The Colts?
Colts.
Yeah. So yeah, go Tampa for sure.
Yeah, we need Tampa to really slow down the Colts and put them back on a losing streak right now.
Yep. For sure. That would be awesome because they're pretty hot right now and they're on freaking HBO and all that. I love that show, but I just can't hardly stand to watch it. I'm like, just because it's the Colts, it just irks me. I'm like, ew. Migsby, what's up? Yeah, I'm here because of this video. Awesome. That's awesome. That's how we get people to the channel. We hit on a good video every now and then, and the algorithm gods shine upon us, and we get a little cred, right?
You said that video had 15K views?
15,000 views, yeah.
Man, that is crazy.
I know. It's wild. It's the biggest video. I had a golden, believe it or not, my other highest video was a Golden Tate video. I posted it was like my fourth video. And it basically just said Golden Tate wants to be a Tennessee Titan, and it got almost 4,000 views. That was my second highest. And I was like, why? Now we have Golden Tate.
Yeah.
Everybody's like,
Ross, we're gonna over here on our side, we're gonna have to start putting out more quality content like you, because our videos that are getting more views and everything were from last year when the Titans were getting their butts beat, and on the losses, especially like when we lost to the Browns last year. That video went crazy for us, and the comments, I finally had to tell myself, okay, you can go look at these comments, but do not comment back to these Browns fans.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm going down this rabbit hole. So like I said, we're going to have to start putting out some more quality content over here and catch up with you there.
y'all put out awesome content, man. And I've had a lot of help from Titan Upload. Like, a lot of his subscribers are my subscribers, so y'all put out great content, dude. Don't sell yourself short at all. Y'all's content is amazing. I watch every show. I listen to y'all's podcast like every night when I hit the bed. I always put podcast on and listen to them, and y'all are one of them I put on. So
we appreciate that for sure.
Man.
Yeah, I know there's times where we may miss when you go live, just especially with new baby now. Sleep schedule is all jacked up. But, I go back and I make sure to watch your videos. I go like them. Everyone in the chat, if you hadn't already, make sure you go hit the like on this video. I don't know how many people we got in here right now, but
42 at the moment. So y'all definitely hit the like button.
Let's see if we can get him to 50 likes on this video before he shuts her down.
Yeah, for real. Somebody check and see how many likes we got so far and post it in the chat. So we're going to go another few minutes, guys. I had to work all day, and it's been kind of a long day. So let's get to it. Let's just get to the score prediction here, and please give me your score prediction in the chat. Let's put it on the screen here. But yeah, give me your score prediction in the chat for this game, whether it's you think the Patriots are going to win or the Titans are going to win, you know. So let us know, and I'll let you go first. Titans time.
So I've said this on our show. When I seen your score prediction on Twitter, I commented back to it. It's going to be a close one. I'm going with 23-21 Titans winning.
Okay. I like that score. You know, anytime.
It's going to involve a lot of Randy Bullock field goals there, but I think that's I think that's what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, it is kind of an odd score, but Carrie says 19 likes so far. Jay Tyrus 30 likes. We must have bumped up pretty quick. 30 likes. So yeah, 20 more likes. Let's get a like blitz going. There's 38 of you in here. All you have to do, back out of the chat real quick. Just boom, back out of the chat and hit the like button. It's that simple, you know. So
get after that like button like the Titans defensive line is going to get after Mac Jones.
Yeah. So you said 23-21. I'm going to get to some other people's and then I'll get to mine. I already said it before. So Titan Nation says 34-31 Titans. DBS 2000 says Titans 20-17 bold. Bryce Pratt says, let's get 1 million likes. That would be cool, especially if I had 1,000 subscribers, because I would make some money.
Yeah.
Mark Jones says 31-24 Titans. Devontae says this is a revenge game. Houston says Patriots 59-0.
Oh, come on now, thanks. Houston.
Yeah, you said 31-30 earlier, yeah. Titans, so you can't go back on it, you know. Joe Jetta, Cheba Gaba Gaba says delusion. Houston 77 says see that. James, now I value James's opinion very highly because he's got a YouTube channel called Titans for Life. He just started it, and most of the time when he's called a game, they've won or lost. He's been pretty fair. So I'm going to go with his on this one. I think you're right. Houston says 59-0. 59-0 Titans. Thanks, man. Thanks.
There we go.
Thanks for that prediction. So Houston 77 says 59-0 the Titans. That's what I'm taking it as. Clay Gamble says 21-17 Patriots. Jay Tyrus says 31-7. I don't think we're going to get blown out, but I respect your opinion. Al Pierce, Oilers Struck himself, who has been on this channel. The preacher, Al Pierce, says 17-14. Ricky Rich, appreciate you for tuning in. 23-20 Titans. Life of Devontae. Big D says 27-17. Shadow Monkey, 20-19. So I am going to say, like I said before, 24-21, and it's going to be on a Randy Bullock doink to win the game. I think it's just going to be a field goal, but let's just, for fun, we'll say Randy Bullock doinks it to win the game, doinks it the good way, and we win the game like we did against Houston last year to go to the playoffs. Bryce says 24-17. Your wife says 27-26 Titans. Stanley, what's up, Stanley? 30-17. So there we go. So any last comments you got there? I'm going to start shutting her down. I appreciate all you tuning in. Any last comments from you, my friend? And let them know what you're doing, what you got coming up, where they can find you and all that good stuff.
Just last comments on this game is just repeating it again. I think it's going to be a good game. Like you, I don't see it being a blowout. The Titans play good on the road. And they really play good when their back's against the wall. So let's go up to Foxborough, get this win, stay first in the AFC, get into the bye week, and get healthy. And yeah, you can come check out the podcast. My brother and I, we usually do a game preview every week and a game review. You can find us. You mentioned on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Just search Titans Time Podcast. Find us on YouTube, Titans Time Podcast. We'd really appreciate if you subscribe and like our videos. Check them out, and also have our merch if you want to check it out. All you have to do is go to titans-time.myshopify.com/collections/all. Found out before, whenever we didn't put the /all in there, take people to the website and it would only have like maybe 3 items on there, and we had like 30.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
but yeah, we would really appreciate the support, and it's always a blast coming on here with you, Rossi, and just like you said, good friend and talking football with you.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's always a blast, and yeah, tighten up, man. Somebody asked about the weather. I think it's just going to be cold. I don't. My friend in the mass hole, my Boston, my friend from Boston, he said that it was going to snow a little bit today, but it's not going to be like it's going to be, I think, about 40 tomorrow. So I don't think it's going to be like crazy weather.
Let's hope no snow.
Yeah. Ciabatta Bun says we're delusional still. But yeah, I think we'll be good. So anyways, man, I will see you later. I'm going to close it up after you get off here, and tighten up, brother.
Yeah. Tighten up, man.
Yeah. See you, dude. So that is Titans Time Podcast. And y'all show him some love, check out his channel. They're doing a lot of good stuff over there. They got an amazing backdrop and setup. I do appreciate all you guys. I really do. There's been like 40 to 50 people in here the whole time. It does mean a lot to me. I do appreciate the support, all the love, all the Titan Nation has given us. And yeah, y'all tighten up. Please hit that like button before you leave. I think Titan Upload's going to be doing a watch party tomorrow. I know if not, Titan Anderson will. So check out both of those guys if you can. Houston 777 says I shouldn't. Let's see. That was on. Y'all will win. You know I love. Yeah, I know you do, man. And I do appreciate your support, and you've been showing up, and I really do appreciate it. And I hope the Texans do well. I really do. I don't wish bad on any team. C-Dub, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. We're about to close it out, but thanks for tuning in. Richie Rich says shout out from Memphis. Shout out from Memphis, man. I love Memphis. I know Titans of Truth is from Memphis, and I think Ryan Harris lives in Memphis too. Migsby says, keep up the great work. I appreciate it. AZ Mick. What's up, AZ Mick? Thanks for tuning in. Tighten up, don't lighten up. That's right. We're getting hyped for tomorrow. We are getting hyped. Jay Tyrus says, Titan Anderson, God love him. He's more of a Debbie Downer. Titan Anderson's usually pretty positive. He's usually pretty positive. Nowadays, I know he is. So shout out to Titan Anderson. So we're going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button. Please hit subscribe. We are almost at 800, almost to 1K. You guys absolutely rock. I appreciate it. Expectations tomorrow from New Jersey. Expectations is the Titans are going to pull through, and that defense is going to dominate. So I will leave it on that. And thank you, guys. There he is. There's the man himself, Titan Anderson. What's up, man? We've been talking about you. I told him to go watch your channel tomorrow if you're doing a watch party. Follow Titan Anderson. That's my dude. He's been putting in a lot of work, and he's a big supporter of this channel and me and Titan Upload and the Titan Upload Network. Dude puts in work, and I really got a lot of love for Titan Anderson. So shout out to him for sure. We will end on that. Been a great show. I do appreciate all the support. You guys absolutely rock. And yeah, tighten up. Let's go. Let's get it. Titans versus Patriots. I'm saying 24-21. Titans win on a Randy Bullock field goal, possibly a Randy Bullock doink field goal. So there you go. Tighten up. Let's go. I will see you guys later.